Hey guys, how we doing? Hope we're all right. Hope we're having a good day. Whatever time of the day it is where you are in the world. Do appreciate you coming by. It means a lot. If you wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up on the video, I'd be grateful for that. We're going to do another spooky reaction video, so hopefully you're in the mood for some spooky scares and stuff. Hopefully these are good ones. We're going back to Sir Spooks channel. It seems a little while since we've been here. This video is called 9 Scary Videos That Will Fuel Your Nightmares even. Let's hope it's good. Let's get the cans on, give it a watch. Pop by his channel, the link is in the description, and show him some support. Be grateful for that. In the meantime, let's give it a watch, shall we?
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 9 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin.
Let's begin.
The first video we're looking at today comes from the Ghost subreddit, posted by username Odious. It's been gaining traction ever since. In the video, we see footage from a home surveillance camera recorded around 4:30
Pretty nifty setup, that like.
p.m., sent to the uploader by his friend. While it starts out as a normal clip, it quickly takes a creepy turn.
Come on in.
Out of nowhere, the basement door slowly opens by itself. What's interesting is the uploader says his friend has another video of something similar happening, so hopefully he'll post that one soon too. As for this particular
The handle doesn't seem to move.
clip, it's definitely unsettling. There doesn't appear to be a string, a draft, or any obvious trickery involved. And because it's daytime, the chances of it being staged for spooky effect feel lower than usual. The door opens gradually and with weight, not in the sudden way you'd expect if someone were trying to fake it with fishing line or push-off camera. That natural pacing adds to its eerie authenticity.
It maybe just wasn't latched properly and just popped. I don't
Skeptics
know.
have pointed out that temperature
weird.
changes or minor shifts in air pressure can cause doors to open slowly like this, especially if they're older or improperly balanced. That said, it's odd that it hasn't happened more often, especially if it's just physics at work. So what do you think's going on here? Paranormal activity or just a really well-timed environmental fluke?
Yeah, possibly. Like I said, the handle doesn't seem to move, which gives you the impression that it's just not latched properly.
Let me know your theories in the comments.
Strange, nonetheless, but I think that's just natural.
Over on
Shall we say?
TikTok, a woman named Stephanie McKee posted a highly unsettling video showing something legitimately terrifying happening right outside her house in the middle of the night. In the video, we see footage from an outdoor home surveillance camera that, at first, appears to capture nothing but a calm, uneventful night. But after just a few seconds, it becomes clear that something very strange is going on.
Hello, who are you? And then they've vanished.
A bizarre ghost-like figure can be seen wandering across the frame before vanishing into the night, never to be seen again.
Weird.
Stephanie says her whole family was creeped out when they watched the footage, and honestly it's not hard to understand why. She also mentions that when they moved into the house, which they are renting, they found crystals placed above every single entrance. Her family decided to leave them there, and after seeing this video, she now believes that might have been a wise decision. As for what's really going on in this clip, it's undeniably creepy. The figure appears semi-transparent and moves with an oddly floaty motion, vanishing from view in a way that feels unnatural. Many viewers
Bad video quality or of genuine people or something spooky?
believe it could be something paranormal, like a ghost or spirit making itself known. Skeptics, however, have suggested a few alternate possibilities. One theory is that it could be a real person walking by, maybe a neighbor or passerby, and that the camera's low resolution and lighting distortion simply make them appear ghostly. The eerie glow and
Possibly.
motion blur common to night vision cameras can definitely turn an ordinary person into something much more mysterious.
It's weird how they just seem to vanish out, but I suppose if it's reaching the end of the light limits or something.
Others
then...
propose camera glitches, lens flares, or even small insects caught near the lens. But
I
none
don't
of
think
these
that's an
quite
insect.
explain the shape, gait,
There is a lot of other bullshit going on, but I don't think that part of it is an insect or anything like that.
or how the figure fades into the night. If this was faked using CGI, it's worth noting that the illusion is impressively realistic and blends well with the video's quality. Nothing about it immediately screams edited. So what do you think? A spirit caught on camera, or just someone caught at the right place and time, distorted by the technology?
Yeah, there's
Let
no
me know
sort
your
of...
theories below.
There's no obvious overlaps or anything like that. Bit of an odd one. Let us know your thoughts. I don't know. Curious, that one. Let us know what you think.
This next TikTok video we'll be having a look at takes place right near the Highway of Tears. For those who are unaware, this is an extremely creepy place that once you hear the backstory, is sure to send shivers down your spine.
The Highway of Tears.
The Highway of Tears is a 720-kilometer stretch of Highway 16 in British Columbia, Canada, between Prince George and Prince Rupert. Since the late 1960s, this remote corridor has been the site of numerous disappearances and murders of mostly indigenous women and girls. The region is marked by vast wilderness, limited public transportation, and isolated communities, making it particularly dangerous for those forced to hitchhike. The lack of adequate infrastructure and systemic neglect have contributed to the vulnerability of travelers, while the slow pace of investigations has drawn criticism from indigenous groups, human rights organizations, and the public alike. The video, posted to TikTok by a woman named Anita Natsiel, shows her filming outside of a window on a cold and dreary day. It's absolutely bone-chilling. Just make sure to turn your volume all the way up.
Is that an animal? It sounds like an animal, a bird or something.
Who's screaming down there? I better go down there.
All throughout the duration of the video, you
Weird.
can hear what sounds like blood-curdling screams coming from somewhere very close by. Sadly, Anita doesn't have any clue as to what was going on here, but it's very apparent that something very bizarre was going on, and I highly doubt that the sound we heard was high winds or anything, as nothing in Anita's yard seems to be getting blown around. What do you guys make of this creepy video?
I wouldn't have said wind. It sounds more like an animal or a bird. I was off expecting the swing to start going, to be honest. That's what I was on the lookout for there. We've had a few of them lately as well.
Be sure to let me know down in the comments.
Creepy. Very creepy. But I think it's just some sort of animal, that thing.
A Reddit user known as SLVata posted a video to the Ghost subreddit just over a week ago and has been the talk of the community ever since then, and you're about to find out why. There's a good amount of context the upload provided alongside the video, but let's have a look at the video first and then we'll delve deeper into the backstory here. The uploader posted a video with this caption that helps to clarify things and give us a better understanding of what was going on. Quote, "My uncle who lived with my parents passed away in March. The door that leads to the garage can be seen opening on its own, and the light turns on once it's open. They've never had anything happen at their house currently until this last night. The door
Like someone going in the garage and putting the light
opening on its own wouldn't have made me think anything, but the light turning on got me. It's not an automatic light. When I listen with sound on, I feel like I can hear movement as well. His birthday was this past Sunday, and my mom's birthday was the day after, 25th. They always celebrated together. The timing is getting me too. My mom kept his dog and his room with all his stuff in it as is. I feel like it's him returning home. The video didn't give me bad vibes at all, but maybe I'm just being wishful that it's him. What do you think?" End quote.
It was a bit of a sad story, to be honest, but why would the light come on if he's coming? Well, to me, it feels more like someone going into the garage as opposed to somebody coming into the house because the light in the garage comes on.
Whether you believe in the paranormal or not,
Or is it
it's
that
hard
way?
to ignore the deeply emotional context here. The timing, the birthday, the preserved room. It all paints a picture of love, memory, and longing. And the light, turning on just as the door creaks open, adds a haunting but oddly comforting element. If this really is the uploaded
It's hard to tell if it's this light or a light in here that comes on and it's just the light shining through.
uncle making one final visit, then it's not just a ghost story, it's a moment of connection, one that might bring more comfort than fear. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Yes, it's quite an endearing story, but I don't know. It's hard, that one. I would like to think there's stuff like that goes on. Just a sign to say we're back. Or we're here still. We haven't gone. Weird.
This video posted to TikTok by user Gima Pashra showcases a busy road on a rainy day, filmed in West Java, Indonesia, near the elementary school SD Nakarapoku. At first glance,
said.
nothing seems out of the ordinary, but that quickly changes in the blink of an eye.
Perhatikan bayangan di pojok kiri.
The hell? Did they swerve to avoid whatever that was, or I'm assuming he wasn't trying to park there.
If you look closely, at the left-hand side of the screen, you'll spot what appears to be some sort of shadow person rising and running alongside the building.
No, I didn't.
The video ends abruptly,
I was looking
leaving
at the
viewers
one in
to
the
wonder
middle.
what exactly they just witnessed.
What's this?
Unfortunately, the clip is extremely short and offers no additional context.
Is this just a shadow of something? I didn't even look, eh? I was looking at this, and then I thought they'd swerved to avoid whatever that was.
The sign in the shot helped identify the location, but we still don't know who filmed it, or what happened after.
Because there doesn't seem to be any flags
Some viewers
or...
believe it could simply be a real person whose form was distorted by the camera. Security cameras, especially in low light and rainy conditions, often create odd motion blur or ghosting effects
Why
that
would
to
they
make
just
people
walk
appear
away, though, if
translucent
somebody's had
or
an accident?
unusually fast. That could explain the
Well,
shadowy appearance
I was looking at this.
and why the figure seems to vanish so quickly. That said, the way the figure seems to rise from a crouched position and bolt off without a clear physical explanation definitely adds to the creepy factor. It's not surprising this one left a lot of people unsettled.
Weird.
So what do you think? Was this just a trick of the camera or something more unexplainable? Let me know down in the comments.
It's a good clip, that, now that I know where I'm looking at. But, I'm assuming that was just being a shadow of a flag or something higher up, or a tree branch or something in the middle of the road. But it looked like, to me, they were swerving to avoid whatever that was. I didn't even look on that side of the screen, but... Weird. Let us know your thoughts.
Reddit user The Capitan's Chair posted an extremely intriguing video to the Ghost subreddit, accompanied by a good amount of context, making this one of the most thought-provoking ghost clips you'll see today. According to the uploader, they used to work night shifts at a prominent cancer hospital in Utah, where ghost stories were a regular topic among nurses and security guards. The video itself is from 2016 and was shared among hospital staff before the uploader got a copy in 2020, so the quality is a little rough.
She goes into the wall.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing there but air.
Oh my god.
In the footage, a woman appears to be sitting in a wheelchair, wearing a hospital blanket, and visible through a window in the parking garage. But the space she's in is actually a stairwell, meaning she's technically hovering above the stairs.
Really?
Quote, when the guards on the night shift saw her disappear from view, they rushed outside thinking she'd leapt off the edge of the garage and killed herself. When they got out there, she was gone without any trace. They came back in and inspected the video closer and realized she was a ghost. End quote. The uploader says this was one of several ghosts known to appear at the hospital. This particular
I thought it was just somebody genuinely just sat there on a chair or something, and they got up and disappeared, but it's hard to
spirit
make
was
out the
often seen
stairwell.
by night staff in rooms 24 through 26 on the bone marrow transplant unit, usually seated in a wheelchair and staring silently out at the city lights. She'd vanish the moment anyone walked by and looked back. If this story and video are real, it's one of the most compelling pieces of ghostly evidence in
That's
recent memory.
strange.
There's something especially eerie about the way she seems to simply exist there quietly without ever drawing attention.
Pretty much bang on 2 a.m. again as well.
Until she's
It's
noticed.
weird, the connection.
What do you think? Is this the spirit of a patient still lingering in a place that meant something to her, or just a well-timed illusion? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah, they just seem to phase out. You'd think that it'd show here, like, it looks like that's a doorway or something. But to think this is a stairway, it's strange. Let us know your thoughts on that one. That is intriguing, that one. That's weird. Good backstory as well.
Over on the Moon subreddit,
It's nice when they have, like, some detail with them, and I don't know, it sort of gives it a bit more substance.
Reddit user
Weird.
VampireSock13 shared a mysterious piece of footage that's left a lot of people scratching their heads. According to the uploader, the video was captured on the night of April 29th, 2025 at around 10:30 p.m. Pacific Time in Northern California. They explained that while sitting outside reading, they noticed what initially looked like an airplane light, but the longer they stared, the stranger things got. Quote, what I saw was the crescent of the moon forming from a small point of light into a full crescent. As I continued to watch, the crescent dissipated to nothing. I called my son outside to see what I was seeing, and he was as perplexed as I was. End quote. Let's take a look at the footage and see if you can spot what they did.
It's starting to go all around it.
I know. I have no f***ing clue what that. Because the sun has been set for a couple hours.
No lunar eclipse.
No, that's not what a lunar eclipse looks like. Oh, what the f*** is what's in front of it now?
No, it's got two dots on it now.
It's got. What the f*** is going on?
It's starting to cover it.
What is that? What the f***? There's not a cloud in the sky.
What?
I'm so confused.
I can't explain. I've never seen anything like this.
And it's gone.
It's at the top now.
Yep. And now whatever the f***, it's gone.
It's just a little star there now. That's what
Weird.
The uploader continues by explaining that the moon appeared and disappeared a total of 7 times and then vanished for good. Even though it hadn't yet reached its official set time, the moon didn't return. They stayed outside, waiting for it to reappear, but it never did. Quote, "There were no clouds in the sky to obstruct the moon, and there were no fires that might create smoke." End quote. They even posted a separate video of the area during the day to give viewers a better idea of the environment in which this happened. As of now, no one has been able to definitively explain what was captured in this video. Was it a camera issue, an obscure atmospheric phenomenon, or something truly unusual passing between us and the moon? Whatever the case, it's an unsettling mystery, and until we get an answer, it'll likely keep viewers wondering what exactly happened in that quiet Northern California sky.
Surely if it was passing, it would reappear. It's like... And it was the moon, it wasn't just light. That's fucking weird, that, like... Strange. Let us know what you think of that one.
Imagine it's late at night and you're driving down the highway with only a few streetlights to guide your way. Most of us have been there and we probably all agree, it's unsettling. Visibility can be poor and one wrong move could lead to something terrible. That's why the following video posted to TikTok by a user named Jose Fierro is so chilling. It proves that literally anything can happen while driving in the dark. The first video shows Jose cruising along like normal when something terrifying happens.
The hell?
Out of nowhere, a man, or possibly a ghostly apparition, appears directly in his path. Jose reacts just in time and swerves to avoid hitting it. Luckily, he escapes unharmed. Then, in a second video posted on a different day, Jose drives down the exact same road late at night, and once again, this happens.
It was weird, that. It was like somebody stood there.
A figure that looks nearly identical to the one in the first video appears in the same spot. Whether it's a prank, a repeat encounter with the same person, or something more supernatural, it's undeniably eerie.
It is weird,
Of course,
right?
some viewers have pointed out that it could just be a man standing on the road, maybe even someone trying to scare drivers. But if it is a real person, why would they appear in the same place on different nights, risking their life? That's the part that leaves us questioning what's really going on here.
People are scarier than the spooks.
Whatever your theory, keep these clips in mind the next time you're driving down a dark and lonely road.
Tribute?
Over on the Ghost subreddit, a user known as Lucrine shared a video that was sent to him by his co-worker who gave him permission to post it for the rest of the internet to see. In the clip, we watch some late night security camera footage that shows a huge heavy gate. According to the uploader, his co-worker said the gate is so heavy it has to be forced open, and even then, it's a struggle to do so on a normal day. That's what makes this next part so bizarre.
Well, we're looking. The cat looks interested. Weird. What?
As you can see, the heavy gate opens all by itself, and the nearby cat immediately darts off in fear. They always say animals can sense things we can't, so maybe this cat picked up on something we didn't and bolted before anything worse could happen. While we can't rule out the possibility of some sort of mechanical malfunction or even a sudden strong gust of wind, the way the gate moves, combined with the terrified reaction of the cat, makes that explanation feel a little unsatisfying.
It's a bit sus the way the cat sort of blurs out as well, giving you the opportunity for something to be there that you cannot really see, but
Especially considering how much force it normally takes to open the gate. It's also worth noting that this happened in the dead of night, with no visible people around. If this was just a fluke, it was an incredibly well-timed one. Otherwise, we might be looking at a brief but chilling glimpse into something far more mysterious.
strange.
So what do you think? Coincidence, mechanical issue, or something else entirely? And
Weird.
that was 9 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for
Please
more
do.
scary content.
Like I said, the link is in the description. If you want to pop by his channel, show him some love. Good stuff there, some good clips, some intriguing stuff. Let us know your thoughts on any of them. If you want to leave your comments below, or even better, if you sub to the channel and ring the bell, you'll get alerts for when I go live, and you can come by and have a chat while we're playing some games and stuff. I would like to hear your thoughts, so the method is brilliant. Thank you. In the meantime, guys, have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers for watching.